Good morning everybody, it's Sunday morning and I'm talking a little bit low because I've got some family staying and I don't want to wake them up. It's still very early, it's only 7:30 I think. Foodie Beauty. I know I was going to come on and do the video about the teenage pregnancies and I will do that. I just have not had time to go back and find more information out because I've had visitors here yesterday and last night and now. So I'll hopefully get that done over the next day or two when everything's quieting down. So I'm going to react a little bit to Foodie Beauty and her haircut and her shaving her head. First of all, I will say that she looks better with no hair. It suits her. It does suit her. But she's been talking about doing it for a while, hasn't she? And so it's no spur of the moment thing. It's something that she's been talking about. Bay Nation, they shaved their heads, I believe, recently. And she's been on their chats. And she's just been mentioning it. So it was no spur of the moment thing. I'm sure that she took time to weigh up the pros and the cons of doing it. I'm sure that one of the pros was the fact that with Nada gone, her channel is becoming disinteresting, or will become disinteresting. At the moment, she's still talking about him. From on Wednesday, saying that she was never going to mention his name again. She hasn't stopped. Now, I watched a little bit of the head shaving and listened to a little bit of the live chat, which I don't normally bother that much, but I did watch last night. And what struck me first was, yes, it looked better. Two, the hair was going all over the place on the floor, so I guess that's going to be there for an age. The cats will probably be playing with it. BBJ might think it's a kitten. Anyway, the hair was going all over the place. She didn't bother getting it up. She just, tried a new wig on that she paid $150 for, just over. And she's also sent for another one that won't be here till February. So she's going to get a few wigs, some hats, probably like the ones I've got here, which are silk lined, to keep your hair nice if you're sleeping awkwardly. Just keep your hair straight. Silk lined, just like little beanies. So that struck me. She did it herself. The hair went all over the floor. She then did her makeup. She had over 3,000 people watching at one time, close to 3,500 I think it was. And I counted the super chats. I think I counted up to about $360. And I stopped counting them because I didn't watch much more. So she would have got probably over $400 last night in super chats, as well as the revenue from the video, as well as people who've got her address. I'm sure that she has things sent to her in the mail. So she did the hair shaving for a few reasons, none of them because she was stoic or brave or a new woman, a real woman, a freedom fighter for women. None of those things. First reason, because her hair was a mess. The hair fibres and the toppers that she kept putting on daily were just a mess, messing all this. You could see the back of that sofa where she sits, how all the black has come out on the furniture. So, and it suits her. She does look better. So she did it for her own reasons and to look better. And when she'd done her makeup, she did look good. 2, she did it to bring content to her channel, because without Nada there's not much content to be had. 3, she did it to show Nada that she was a resourceful and strong woman and she didn't care. And look at me now, and look at me in my regalia and my makeup, and look how wonderful I'm going to look getting my manicure tomorrow, getting my wigs. Just as Chantal last Wednesday manipulated the situation and manipulated her visas so that one or more of them called the cops, wasting police time. So she manipulated part of the internet last night and her visas, because by shaving her hair and being this all over the top ebullience, giddy female, she was sort of just everything she hadn't been when she was crying into her beers, I don't know what she drinks, over Nada. So she did it A, for her own reason, to make her look better, B, because there's no content on her channel without Nada, C, to stick it to Nada, saying, look what I've done, I don't give a stuff about you, I'm my own woman and I'll do what I like. So that's what she's done. I've written a couple of things down, but I've done it in shorthand and I don't think I can read it. I can't really. Yeah, I put the ploy worked. The ploy worked because she had, over 3,000 watching and probably over $400 super chat. Yeah, I said that. The new drama for a channel, maybe a change of course. That isn't to say that I think the drama with Nada is over, because I don't, not by any means, because he's mercenary and he wants to be where the coin is to be made, and she will allow him to. Plus the fact that this is all not real. How many times have I got to, I'm sorry it's repeating on me, how many times have I got to say the same thing? It's not real, it's scripted, as in, you do that, I'll do this, you do that, I'll do this, I'll be worse. and that's what they're doing. But that's what they're doing. And I will guarantee you that Nada will be back at some stage, that they will talk, and that there will be new input on that channel to which he has some involvement. I also predicted, I sound like some sort of psychic woman, don't I? I'm not, as I said before. This is just my feelings about, and I, could be wrong, haven't been yet, I don't. I think they're going to take things to the next level. I think that there will be texts leaked, messages to each other leaked. I believe that there will be photographs leaked, maybe a video, because he's got footage. Chantal has already said he's got footage that he took and she didn't know he'd taken it. Don't believe that for a minute. I said right from the outset that what they're probably going to do, you know, after all this, is go to the next level, do a soft porn channel, which is probably going to be OnlyFans or something like it, and Chantal will be willing to totally humiliate herself to bring in the money. What else has she got really, apart from that? Apart from money, what has she got? She hasn't got a significant other, unless you count him. She hasn't got a family of her own, children. She doesn't own a house. She can't travel, despite what she says. I mean, I was a bit shocked when I saw her last night when she went to get, was this a glass of water, or to speak to Pete to show him the wig. And she came back and she was enormous, whether it was that pink thing she was wearing, but she looked bigger than ever, and she's got to be over £400, she must be, and no insurance company is going to insure her to go to Jamaica, to Europe, to Croatia, to any of the places she's been mentioning. They're not going to insure her, and she's not going to be able to go. No, I've said all that. So that's where we stand now, and she's still talking. I just watched something now, and she's sitting downstairs with her chat room in a soulful manner, looking into the camera with her eyes, looking down and back up. She's doing what Nada does, you know, except she's not saying, hey guys, thanks for the super chats. She's sitting there staring at the camera, or sitting with her head down, saying nothing. Rubbish content from a gross woman, a gross, morbidly obese, dirty, filthy individual, foul-mouthed, who has no self-respect or respect for anybody. She couldn't even be faithful to BB, to Pete, to maybe to any man she's ever had. And even when it was a bit dicey with Nada, but still, you know, on the cards, so to speak, she was still talking about going to make this man in Dubai, this Eddie Murphy look-alike, who I doubt exists. Right, one more thing I'll say, that some of you will know that my beautiful husband passed away in August 2020, and even now I'm waiting for him to come for me, to put it bluntly. I am. And one morning, just after the funeral, I got out the shower and I got my sewing shears. My hair was down here and thicker than it is now, and I got my sewing shears, poured it all back, all the wet hair, and zipped right across it with the sewing shears, and just hacked it. If you ask me why I did it, I'll say it felt, in retrospect, like a form of self-mutilation, that I didn't want to be here. I didn't know what to do. It was just self-mutilation. I didn't come on the internet and talk about it. I didn't talk to my children about it. I haven't discussed all my feelings about it, even now, 17 months on. Somebody said to me that, I did mention it in a video actually, because somebody mentioned it in the chat that it would have been a video after August 2020 obviously, but somebody mentioned in the chat that she had had, I think she said she'd had a similar experience, that, you know, she'd done that. Can't quite remember what it was, but I got the impression that it's not such an unknown quantity that women, as in India when they throw themselves on the funeral pyre of their husband, it was that sort of feeling for me. That sort of terrible, terrible, terrible feeling. And this woman, Foodie Beauty, along with King Tut, they have laughed about sexual abuse. They've made light and laughed and lied about domestic violence. And to those who've had family members who've gone through that, and friends who've gone through that, it's a kick in the teeth. And now to think that everybody's saying how brave you are to shave your hair off, how brave she's not. She did it because of the reasons I said, and because it looks better, and because it brought drama to a channel and a lot of attention. That's the sole reason. And she may have cut her hair, but she's sitting there now, as I was just watching. Same old story. Nada, nada. So, the haircut didn't do her much good, did it? Anyhow, it'll be interesting to see her, what she buys, her next wigs and her new wardrobe of clothes, and, you know, the new her, the dawn of a new woman, the dawn of a new Chantal Marie. Oh, I'll put that as the title of the video. Don't you believe it? She hasn't changed one bit, and she can't change. She needs to be, I think, she needs to be in intensive therapy, because whatever is going on with her, that allows her to be humiliated by others and allows her to humiliate herself for money, it's not healthy. And the way she's going with the weight, as I say, the way she looked in that pink dress, she's not going to be around much longer to enjoy that money, the way she's going. Anyhow, I will be back. I've got a busy day ahead, which is nice. And